Can we have the next question, sister?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Numias Kiti. I'm an aquaculture consultant by profession. And my question goes...
Can there be a volunteer at each of the microphones? Please, can there be a lady volunteer at the microphone on my left and a gent volunteer on my right? Please assist the sisters asking a question and please adjust the microphone according to the height. Where are the lady volunteers? Please shift the microphone on the top, yes.
Yeah.
Don't remove it from the holder, please.
Adjust the...
Yeah, simple.
Thank
You
you.
don't have to be a bachelor or a graduate to adjust the microphone. Yes, sister, can you have a name and your profession and a question in brief?
Okay, my name is Numias Kiti. I'm an aquaculture consultant by profession. My question goes to the discussion you were giving on the misconceptions about Islam. Question 7, about Islam subjugating the women by keeping them behind the veil. My issue is with the short narrative that you gave about the twins, the two beautiful girls who are identical, and one is dressed modestly and the other is dressed in the modern wear. And the question was, between the two, who is most likely to be catcalled? And the consensus was the one who was in the Western clothing. And while that is true, do you not think that such a narrative is going to give, especially the men who have wayward thinking, the idea that they can then catcall or molest women who are not within the fold of Islam, who do not think that modesty applies to them? Do you not think that it gives them the idea that then they are allowed to catcall or abuse these women simply because they are not covered modestly? Thank you.
If I heard your question correctly, sister, you're referring to the misconception of Islam, that is number 7, that women are kept behind the veil and they're subjugated.
Yeah.
And when I gave the example, there are two twin sisters equally beautiful, both of them very beautiful, one wearing the Islamic hijab, complete body covered, except the face and hands up to the wrist, and the other sister wearing a Western clothes with a mini skirt and a low neck. Which girl will you tease? So there are some men who would like to tease the girl wearing the hijab, you said, correct?
No. No, I'm saying the consensus was, chances are the girl with the miniskirt is the one who's going to be catcalled and teased.
Sister, I can't understand. Can you speak slowly and clearly?
Okay. I said, from your story, the consensus was that the girl with the miniskirt would be the one who would be teased and catcalled.
Correct.
Yes. Well, that is the consensus. I'd like to say that sometimes it's not true. Sometimes even women modestly covered get abused and catcalled. But of course, the modest covering protects us. But my question was, do you not think that such a narrative will give the idea to the men who have wayward thinking that just because a woman is not modestly covered, then they have the right to abuse them simply because this woman is not correctly covered?
Sister is asking the question, do you not think that there may be some people who may have a different thinking and may yet tease a girl wearing the Islamic hijab? Yes, but they are very less in number. I know there are some lunatic who may tease even a girl in hijab. I'm not saying, I'm asking what are the chances of a normal man? A normal man will tease a girl who is exposed. You asking the question, don't you think some people would have a wrong thinking? Of course, but that's an exception to the rule. Out of 100, out of 1,000 men, one may be a lunatic, correct? So one lunatic out of 1,000 may tease a man, so only he is responsible, not the woman. But the woman who is not wearing a clothes, even she is responsible for being teased and molested and raped, even the man, both are responsible. But if a woman is wearing proper hijab, and if a man yet molests her, who's responsible? Only the man, not the woman. Do you understand? There may be many a times When people are honest, somebody cheats them. Whose fault? It's only of the cheater. So, if you are not modestly dressed, you have more chances of being teased. Maybe the percentage is 10 times more, or maybe 100 times more. If you are not modestly dressed, and if you are teased, it's common. If you are modestly dressed and teased, is very rare. Can be possible. I'm not saying not possible. Can be possible, but the chances are very rare. In that case, you are not responsible. Only the man who teases is responsible. Do you understand? But if you are not modestly dressed, both are responsible. The girl who's not modestly dressed, as well as the man who teases.
I may not disagree with the concept that you're trying to share. What I'm saying is, it is problematic in the sense that some people are going to use that as a precedence, to say, this one is immodestly dressed, so I have a right. I'm not saying it's not a rule to the exception.
I understood your question.
Yes.
What she's saying, some people will say that I will teach the girl wearing hijab. And there was in my full life of more than 30 years of dawah, I have given more than 3,000 lectures, public lectures in different parts of the world. There was one non-Muslim girl, only one non-Muslim girl in my full life in Dubai who came and told Dr. Zakir, I think your answer is wrong. I said, why? The girl wearing the hijab will be teased because the man would like to know what is behind the hijab. Correct? That is her logic. She's saying, according to me, the girl wearing hijab will be teased because the man would like to know what is behind the hijab. So I told her, I don't agree with your answer. But if you agree with this logic, then why are you wearing clothes? You should walk without clothes. And she felt so ashamed, she was coming just to disrupt the question and answer session. And my daughter in the audience said, now my father is stuck. Because it's an illogical answer. Yes, you say a lunatic does, I will agree. But a normal man will not tease a girl wearing the hijab. Allah says in the Quran, our creator, in Surah Azab, chapter number 33, verse number 59, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the believing women, when they go abroad, when they go out, they should put on the jilbab, they should put on the overcloak, so that they shall be recognized that they are modest. And it will prevent them from being molested. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying. But someone who is a lunatic, okay. But you say a normal man would like to tease a girl wearing the hijab, this is nonsense. He's abnormal. So I told the girl, if this is what you believe, why are you wearing clothes? You should walk without clothes. And she felt so ashamed, she went away. Did you get the answer, sister? Thank you. Can we have the next question?
1 second, sorry.
Sister, only one question. Next question, go behind the queue.
Okay.
And please speak clearly. All of you are mumbling in the... So, I'll give you a question in writing to a lady who can speak clearly and who doesn't have a mask.